Hey, welcome back to the table. This is probably my favorite map in the campaign because I am from Pittsburgh. So it is a Pittsburgh map, and we start in Pittsburgh, so it doesn't get more nostalgic. Um, the Some of the towns feel a little bit off. We're basically going to make a path that's similar to the Turnpike. So Pennsylvania Interstate 76 Turnpike actually has a Johnstown exit, so it goes through past Johnstown and then down. I want to say though it goes through Harrisburg and then it comes down to Philadelphia. But in my case, I did a couple practice things here. It cost me 100 grand to connect to Baltimore. So we're going to instead do the Route 40. So the national road, Route 40, starts at Uniontown and goes through the mountains past Ohiopyle and Fort Necessity and Jabonville, and then it goes through past Cumberland and basically heads towards. And Route 40 actually goes towards Washington, but we're going to take it most of the way and then hit Baltimore here. Um, and I had started a game already. In fact, I was recording, so I'm sort of repeating myself over what I was saying before. The I had already calculated it would cost me 200 grand to connect directly to New York, which is the biggest city on the map. I think I might have to connect to Norfolk, which is down here. But the thing I forgot to do is our Mr. Hayden brothers. I forgot to make him go bankrupt. So we're gonna make him buy a sawmill somewhere, and this sawmill here in Dover looks like the perfect place. So so Ben and Eileen Dover is who this was named after, and we're going to see if there's anywhere else. There is also a sawmill near me. We could sell them that one, but I may actually need to use that one. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and put the Dover one up for sale and let the jerk outbid me. And he's going to have 200 bucks. Good luck, sir. All right. Now, what does he do if you don't do this trick? Well, he buys two trains and he connects to Richmond and he runs those routes, makes his money, and then he eventually starts connecting to Baltimore and he just becomes like a total pest. So, and we have to own 25 stations. So we have total control over this. Basically, I just got to connect to 25 places. So that's not a super big deal. We have 1,500 days, which is great. The bond is 50 grand. So I'm going to spend 18 grand here to get 15 grand back. That's one of my options. The other thing is I only have 4 passengers. So anyways, let's see if we can get the train track first. All right, first question. Do we want to go north or south? Because once we get our highway going, we're sort of dividing the map. And whatever resources are south of the map, like for example, this wheat field is not going to that farm. At least not through here. We can maybe go back behind Pittsburgh. But that's the first question. I think we're going to go south of it. Okay, and then we're going to come through. We sort of want to minimize the amount of tunnels and stuff we do. Like that's the tunnel right there. We're going to make Cumberland south of the... Yep. And then this is going to be a big tunnel. But it gets us directly towards Baltimore. 120 grand, that's about right. And the tunnels were 27,000. We took a 13% discount. But look at this. That soil excavation, I increased that to 15%. I'm so glad I did. Wow. Okay, that puts us at minus 20. So then it becomes a matter of, let's get a American purchased. Four and two. Alright, you know I like to do four, but right now I only have four passengers available. So I'm going to unpause and we're just going to do a run with one train to start. And if I calculated it right, these are going to be about 6,500 each. And then the mail will be around 8,400. So we're looking at roughly $40,000 a run. Obviously, I'm losing $353 a day. This is excellent. If I would have gone and issued a bond, my daily rate would have been closer to 1%, which would have doubled that. So then I'm losing more money a day. Now, obviously, I'd be less in debt, so there is a trade-off there. All right, so we're going to speed this up. He's going to go down and back, basically. Through the tunnel. The debt's accumulating, but that's okay. We get to Baltimore. Ding, ding, ding. 6,500, 8,700. There we go. So now he's going to come back. And while he was gone, we're getting more passengers, which is what I wanted. And then I'm going to copy him. We're going to get our second one going. So now we got two going. We're at negative 55,000. And we're going to make Baltimore grow. That's going to put us in debt more. Get the repair shop in. All these expenses are must. We got to do it. I mean, after even doing all those expenses, I'm basically back to where I started, which totally fine. We got our trains loaded, repaired, ready to go. So they're going to come back. I think we're actually going to end up positive here. And I'll buy my next two trains when they come back. Look at this. Incentives for mail in Pittsburgh. So they're going to pay more for mail. That's perfect. I want that to pass. Alright, so T1, we're going to copy. And copy again. So now we got four trains all on the one track. But this is where we want it to be. T1's on his way. T4 on his way. T3. And even T2 was able to go, even though we're down to 0 passengers. That's the part that hurts. I don't know if he's going to replenish passengers quick enough for 4 trains all the time. But there you have it. This run should get us out of debt. quite a bit out of debt. We're at 76,000 now. So while one's repairing, the other ones are taking off. So Pittsburgh now has, look at that. The reward for each delivered mail is increased by 55%. So we were making about 8,700 on mail before. I wonder what it's going to be now. Let's slow it down. Alright, that's what we're expecting. 6588. Oh, that 8,700 went to 13,600. That's huge. Makes me want to create another track that's just, or another train that's just. And we're doing our usual superhighway. This will cost 120 grand, just like the other one. But it's par for the course. Running 4 trains like this, they're very profitable. So just having them continue to generate profit is the name of the game. So this will make it so they can run a little more efficiently. That only costs 92,000. You know why? I think it's because the soil excavation to get the tracks as flat as possible. Once you pay it and then you're going along the edge, you're sort of, there's not as much soil excavation to get the second track. Pittsburgh no longer demands textile? Oh, now they demand clothes. Clothes is a bit more advanced than I can handle right now. So there we go. We got. Now we can afford to wait for passengers. So even though he didn't have enough passengers for the 4th train, we can afford to wait because now we got 2 paths. The trains could stagger out a little bit more. And in fact, we're going to get Pittsburgh up to full size. And same with Baltimore. We'll get Baltimore as Gucci'd out as possible. And we're going to give them the best odds. The superhighway is in effect. Oh, I don't want to do that. Yeah, so 92, 122 for the first one, 92 for the other 2. And at 40 grand a pop, we're making about 120 a run. So yeah, they're staggered out a little bit more, but that's fine. That's actually going to help Pittsburgh to repopulate. Maybe. It's still sitting at 0. So Pittsburgh's struggling. But once we start delivering more goods and they grow a little bit more, we'll help. Or we could start doing more mail, I guess. The thing is he's down to 6 mail himself, so not even that's a guarantee. Okay, let's check on our enemy. Good job, good job. I think the next thing I want to do, we'll pick the middle one here. The problem with Baltimore is potentially going to be a big industrial hub. And usually what we do is we have our interstate, and then we use the backside for all the industrial deliveries, right? But in this case, I got New York up here. And Pittsburgh cannot handle more passenger runs. You can see they're already struggling as it is. But Baltimore to New York is a thing. Well, if I do that, then I'm creating another another highway, which is fine. Let me pause so it doesn't. I'm creating another highway, which is fine, but what am I going to do about the industry side of things? So then I'm going to be clogging up the tracks with my industry. Now, what I think I can do is I could like branch off like I was doing before and make like 3 more tracks that are industry on each side. Then the only thing they're interfering with is the entrances. So, coming in and out. So, how do I want to go to New York? Do I want to cross this and then go up, which is super expensive bridge-wise, or do I want to do a tight turn, which it looks like it's going to let me do? I guess I'm going to do the tight turn. Now, Philadelphia is an excellent city. There's no reason not to connect to Philadelphia, except I want to connect to New York. So we're going to bypass Philadelphia for now. Maybe Philadelphia is going to become our industrial city. We can use it to do all the businesses, or all the industry. And for that reason, we're going to go around Edison this way. So that way Edison can connect to Philadelphia without the highway being a problem. Now, here's my problem. If I choose Philadelphia to be my industry, then the sawmill is going to be needed. But the problem I ran into is I cut off the logging is north. So if we're going to be making any wood, I don't think there's any available to the south here at all, anywhere. All the logs are north. So we can come around behind New York to get to Philadelphia. And I can make Brooklyn do something. We'll figure it out. Okay, so we got New York connected now. And so let's get a Jupiter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Unpause this bad boy. So now we're just assuming Baltimore can handle the load of supporting 2 major cities. And I did put us into some serious debt, but these guys are still delivering. And the Americans move much faster than the John Bulls. And we should be seeing all the 5, 6, 7, and 8 coming in super fast. There they are. Hopefully we're not going to drain Baltimore too badly. They're definitely going down. Five's on his way. Looks like 8's going next. 6 is going next. I may have overdone it. I don't know if this guy can replenish quick enough. I mean, he's definitely getting a break because all the trains are gone. Right now there's only 2 of them going to Baltimore at the moment. So it's going to give him time to replenish. Alright, so all 4 of these are on their way. T5 is gunning. 55 miles an hour. Just waving near Edison. Heading up to New York. I'm assuming the price is going to be the same. 6,500-ish for the passengers, 8,700 for the mail. Let's find out. Oh man, almost spot on. I mean, they're the same amount of miles. Like, if you just eyeball it, it's pretty much... Oh my gosh, 8,700. I pretty much nailed it. They're pretty much the exact same distance both ways. Now, if I could get Pittsburgh to New York, yeah, that would be great. That would make a lot more money, but... and I could theoretically do that and just make them go through Baltimore. But it's not worth it at the moment. We're making great money with just the routes that we have. And with that being said, let's get some research going. So we're going to spend 10 grand. 20 more. Let's get our HR department in. We'll do our lobbyists, trading. I know I'm going bonkers, but we might as well get everything in place. So if we ever need to influence a law, we can. And but the big thing is this guy. So if we come out here, oh, it's not the 10-wheeler, it's the consolidation. And actually the consolidation is better than the mogul. 164, look, 192. So I've been spending all this time upgrading the mogul. The mogul actually might be better. Look at this. But it has a maximum speed of 51. This one has a max speed of 50. 95 horsepower on this guy. Only 72 on that one. But he's not upgraded though either. This one, you can see, has a max speed of 90. And that one only has a max speed of 72. So the Forney is technically better than the American. The American pulls 109 mass. This only pulls 92. I know we got it mostly upgraded, but so yeah, the consolidation is the new one. I totally forgot. And that is actually better than the mogul in almost every way. We have the mogul almost fully researched, but we'll go ahead and actually, we should probably finish the American at the rate we're going. So let's do that. We'll get the pulling mass going. Alright, so then what's next? We just got to connect to a bunch of stations, as you can see here. And Lancaster, Charlottesville, Brooklyn. This map is set up in a way where you have some really big cities. So yes, we're making our money doing exactly what we're doing. However, to get the other cities, you'll need the other cities to grow. And the only way to do that is to start using them. And that means connecting to them, etc., etc. So, what do we want to do? I actually don't even think we have to do anything else. We just have to connect to 25 stations and then we win. So it's very bizarre. I'm going to go ahead and auction in Pittsburgh. We got Philadelphia here. We could do some stuff. New York. can stand to do some stuff. New York has the clothes factory, which is interesting. Here's the cotton. Yeah, we could actually do some cool stuff with New York. But I'm just realizing we need to get our track down. We got to get our highway in place. This is what I meant. See how the soil excavation's already been done here? So it'll be cheaper for us this time. As long as we, hug the other track. That was an oops. Alright, we got that stuff out of the way. Now we can start thinking bigger picture. So we're going to spend 10 grand. We're going to get this clothes factory going. It's a pretty easy one to do. Because look, we got a farm here as well. And I don't know, well, it looks like the grain's pretty far away, but there's a lot we can do here. So from New York here, I'm going to have one set of tracks. Come out over the bridge and connect to there. And then from Brooklyn, we're going to go across the bay and down New Jersey, New Jersey. There's a wheat field all the way down there. So done, done, and done. And then on the, see, they want clothes. We could theoretically do it. I'm still setting it up, though. And then this one, I think we're going to come around, because we don't want to come around too sharp. But we do want to sharpen out here. And then come back. Oh, I went way too fast. Too far south. I just need to go here. And yes, it is right next to the highway, so why not just have him get on the highway? That is the recipe for disaster. Do not do it. Make them go around. Their deliveries don't need to be that quick. You're interfering with the high-speed passenger runs. Just don't do it. That's really the takeaway there. Alright, I actually need the research to complete, because I would like to get... I mean, we could put some moguls in, I guess. I wanted to get a consolidation in, but moguls will be good enough. So let's do that. Sorry, this one, for sure... It's not going to go super duper fast, but as fast as a John Bull would have. And it's going to deliver a crap ton of grain. So we're going to send him on his way. And we're going to buy that field. Oh. We'll just go ahead and get that going. repair shop in. I got a lot of stuff I need to do here. So that last train I just built is going to go here. Like so. Then we're going to go ahead and buy this one. And then I need to upgrade Brooklyn. Get a repair shop in. To let that guy repair. Alright. And we're going to buy the farm. This is total overkill to send a mogul to just do that short trip. But we'll do it. And we'll do one less meat. This guy is going to end up traveling along the superhighway. Get two of those guys going. Alright, a lot of guys going. They're going to be traveling along the superhighway there. We bought the farm. Now we're going to buy the clothes factory. That did put us in debt. I can't modify the number. Alright, so we did do that research for the... Oh, I don't have the 162,000. That's okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and finish off the American here. Do 10 there. 5 there. 5 there. Okay. Put it to 0. Alright, we got everything in place. It'll all start rickrolling very soon. Check in on our competitor. Good job, bud. Check in on Baltimore. See, he's out of passengers. So I have trains that are waiting in both stations. And that's okay. I'm not too concerned. I mean, it's probably not as ideal as if I were, maybe I should get rid of a few. But it also means that if I slow down some of the passenger runs, maybe it's not a big deal on that end either. Because New York, of course, is the one that if it was in the middle, it could handle it. Alright, what else do I want to set up? What is Pittsburgh without a steel mill? It's not much. That much I can tell you. Alright, so we got these two incentives down here. So I think what we're going to do is we will use the closest one. This will be the steel runs. Right, so there's the ore connected. Done. And then we need a third line. So, tunnels and bridges. That is definitely a Pittsburgh thing. Alright, I'm pretty far in debt, so before I keep going, I need to let them catch up. The good news is that they're absolutely catching up. I even got runs going here, so the first grain's going to be delivered very soon. I've already delivered a mega pile there. Already got our 8 going there. I do that all the time. I need to click over on this side. Once these clothes sell, 20 clothes at 28 grand each, I'm going to get a lot of that money back. I spent a crap ton of money buying all these industries, but that's what all this profit does for these passenger lines. Alright, who needs grain? I could theoretically do that. It's 86 grand. $30 grand to connect it. Instead of going to Brooklyn, we'll just have to go here. We could do that. Make a little side quest. It will make at least a decent amount of meat and leather. I might have a few trains waiting on me. Alright, if I could get a mogul going, always do the iron first, if you can only afford one train. Because you need double the iron to run a steel mill. It's funny, you just need all these basic amenities. Look, I got no trains waiting at Pittsburgh at the moment, which did allow it to stockpile a little. Everybody's waiting in Baltimore, though. I slammed Baltimore. I can't even switch them over to mail routes because there's not that much extra mail either. It's more than the current number of people, but it won't take long for that to become the bottleneck. once these trains do leave, I do have the population to go out and back. So I'm at least able to support that. It shouldn't be any worse than 4 trains going between Pittsburgh and Baltimore. Like if I would have just stuck with those 4 and didn't add the New York leg, I should still at least be making that much money. Because Baltimore is replenishing people just the same rate as ever. Alright, steel mill is fully running. How are we doing here? We're going to finish this, and then I'm going to get 96 grand or 80 whatever. Norfolk requires steel. That's too far away, but that is a huge payout. How you doing, buddy? Good job. Alright, we completed. Yeah, so I got all my trains are waiting. 2 of them are waiting for meat, and one's waiting for the leather. So I did delay that a bit, but I did get 86 grand. It took me 30K to lay the track, but I'm doing okay. We should probably get a sawmill going. This one is in a weird location. I'm thinking I would rather put one in New York. Philadelphia is going to actually become hard, because look at the way the track is. I got Philadelphia basically blocked off. Like, how am I going to get anything into Philadelphia or out? So, I'm basically going to starve them. Scranton, like I said, not a horrible location, but then I'm going to be spending a lot of trains shipping from Scranton to somewhere else. Still not the worst thing in the world. And I could, for example, New York here does have one more leg. We're going to have that leg come out and connect exactly to Scranton. And then Scranton, we can upgrade 3 ways. In fact, I need New York to connect to Scranton in the topmost one. Actually, then I'm going to have Scranton is actually going to have 2 legs go to New York. There we go. And then the... Oh, I did not mean to do that. I meant to connect to the middle one. The lower one is going to connect to there. This lower one... Oh, where are you? You're very far away. to there. The middle one. And then the top one, we can send it all the way to Pittsburgh if we need to. In fact, let's do exactly that. And there you have it. There's one. There's two. My aunt used to live in St. Mary's, PA. My dad had a job in Bradford, PA. I think that was on one of the maps in this game. Don't go there very often. They're sort of remote. Why is this one... Alright, so we got research still to do. Yeah, look, I've sold 15 shirts. That's the reason why I'm rolling in the money right now. New York's just getting it done. But that is how New York rolls. Okay, so we got the shirts. Definitely. We've got as much supply as possible. So I got two choices here. I can make another clothes factory, which I actually don't want to do. So that's 10 shirts. 38 miles an hour. I can handle that. Ten more shirts. Those are long distance deliveries there. And if I want to connect to Philadelphia, I can deliver more shirts. Or even Norfolk. I can deliver some shirts down there. And Richmond. Being managed very poorly. Your way towards owning at least 2 steel factories. Sure. Now, yeah, I was just having a thought that I may need to connect to Norfolk. And I do remember in my game, I basically went right up the Atlantic Ocean. And so a bridge that goes up the Atlantic Ocean that spans the entire state of New Jersey and Delaware, and and then goes through Brooklyn. But yeah, you could do that in this game. A little unrealistic. All right, and then we need to own 2 steel mills. So I'm just gonna go here and buy that steel mill. The other thing I wanted to do is since I bought this, I like I said, I can make another clothes factory. But since I have tarp, or what do you call it, the fabric, I can make a furniture factory here. So, group delivery to local warehouse. We need 15 tools and 10 weapons. And then Philadelphia needs weapons. And Norfolk, there it is. They need tools. So we got to do a lot of stuff. And of course, the industries I just built here aren't helping me. Let's get a mogul in place. I can do 7 of those to the furniture factory. And then this, I'm basically going to say we're going to trade to the furniture factory. And I basically have enough to supply both industries, no problem. Alright, so I got to get tools going, and I have to get weapons. And as you can see, Pittsburgh has not grown enough. I need to deliver more goods and stuff to them. So I got this paper here, and I'm thinking Meadville here looks interesting. So we got Pittsburgh. We'll do 2 tracks that are dedicated. I should probably pause it. Okay, like when this kind of stuff happens, you just have to inch a tiny bit forward, and then it goes through just fine. And then this is going to be a problem. Oh, I can join it just like that. Perfect. So then we're going to do one more now. How badly I need it to go all the way back to the lumber mill, I don't know. But we're just doing this for... I can afford it. Well, technically I can't. So I'm going to unpause it so I can start making more money. This is going to be the Meadville run. So Meadville will be connected to this outer layer. And yeah, I did need to connect to the lumber, so we're good there. Alright. So we'll do that, and then we'll connect this up to Meadville. Boom. And then the back end of Meadville will connect there. Boom. And then we gotta buy land. That'll take some time. Everything else is still in motion. We should have our steel mills producing here. Oh my gosh, I already have 40 steel. I guess a lot of time went by. I think I still have that to buy. What I'm thinking is I may have to ship all the steel down to here and then use these empty spots of land to make the tools and the weapons. It stinks because yeah, I'm gonna have to transport steel. Actually, I have a weapon factory already here. I'm It's just the tools I have to transport. That won't be as bad. But let's get this going here. We're gonna go here. Gonna grab 9 paper. And we're gonna go here, but of course I forgot to buy my industry. We're gonna make some books. Oh, I'm very far in debt. So either I need to start making some profit or I'm going to issue a bond. I wonder what caused me to get so... I mean, I know I'm spending like mad right now. See, these are optional, so I have to do these for sure. All 3 of these are optional. I want 2 of those eventually. I can't really afford to have 2 right now. I bought an awful lot of stuff. I own so much industry here. I just need to start delivering these big goods. So, oh, here's one. I can set the furniture up to sell locally first. There we go. Big time money right there. Okay. This I can transfer. There's no reason to wait. Do all that now. I gotta get oil going. So there is an oil refinery here, and there's an oil there. So I think I'm gonna have to do that, and we'll just have to piggyback off of the coal lines. Where are you at? There you are. My dog bumped my hand. Doggo. That's so bizarre. Look how much money I have all of a sudden. What did I just deliver? Holy buckets. I must have just delivered a whole train full of shirts or something. Okay, we got the oil going. Gotta get a repair shop in for him. We're gonna get 6 of those going. Gotta get the weapon factory going. And then I need another one for the gas. I can do 10 of them. I know at first they're gonna not be very busy, but I definitely want 2 of those. I want 2 of these book guys too. Now that I have the money, I'm gonna buy the trains. In fact, I'm gonna get 3 of the book ones. And we're gonna get 3 of those. Alright, so what that means though is I gotta get another track here. Because there's gonna be a lot of back and forth going on. Okay, we got that going. That weapons factory is going to be good to go. We still gotta do tools. So I'm either adding... I'm waiting for this to grow, which it probably will at some point. But that's probably a risky thing to do. We do have to have a path that goes to Philadelphia. And Philadelphia needs the weapons. So we'll make it this guy. Okay, so Philadelphia's connected. We'll get our little mogul going. How many of these can we carry? Just 2. So between you and Philadelphia, you are set up to go. Researching this thing is definitely taking a while. And we haven't even gotten the consolidation going yet. Okay. Next thing is we need to build tools, which that takes wood, which is way the bloody up here. So as much as it's nice to go here, it's just how am I going to get the wood down to here? I guess it's not the worst problem in the world. I'm going to go ahead and get that auction going. Get somebody going here. Grab 7 of those. Build a tool factory. Go back to that last guy again. hit apply. We're going to build a second one and a third one. And then we're going to have to build we'll go ahead and just do 4. And a second one. Look at how many people I have. So, where's all my passengers? They're just stuck here? Okay, so for Baltimore, we're going to load one less. And then we're going to load one more mail. Going to hit apply. Load one less. Oh, I'm doing this wrong. It's this one. This is Baltimore. They're loading one less. They're going to unload one less in Pittsburgh. Yay. Okay. I got it all backwards. In Baltimore, no, I'm sorry, that they are right. This one, they're flip-flopped on the other ones. So they're loading one less and unloading one more. Okay, or you know what I mean. This one, Pittsburgh to Baltimore, they're going to load one less. That looks right. Okay. That'll help the passengers at least move a little quicker. I mean, for Pittsburgh to be full up, that means there's been like no trains at all arriving in Pittsburgh. Look at that. They're a full 30 people. And you know what actually that means? Is instead of doing this shenanigan, so I'm actually going to wipe Baltimore from the delivery. We're going to go straight to New York. And the interesting thing about this one is I think I can just start my own craziness. So again, when you're having the red stuff show up, just do a... so when you come through a tunnel or whatever, just do a small little blip, and then you can go as crazy as you want, and that red stuff won't show up anymore. Ah, my dog bumped me. But I think it's fine. Those are painful to go through the mountains. So I got T4 going all the way across. Oh, because that's the one I just changed. Makes the sense. Let's change another one. There's a Pittsburgh, Baltimore. We're just going to get rid of Baltimore. Have him go to New York. That should alleviate the Baltimore problem. Let Baltimore get some more people. Here's another Pittsburgh, Baltimore. So as soon as this guy unloads, we're going to get rid of him too. So that's 12 passengers that Baltimore no longer has to service. Perfecto. Alright, we got some research finished. I'm going to get the consolidation going. We're going to get one more of these monsters. Hopefully without too many red symbols. Alright, so we got another superhighway, straight from Pittsburgh to New York. Which, by the way, doesn't exist. You'd have to take the Turnpike to Philadelphia and then go north from Philadelphia to New York. Or you'd have to drive up to Buffalo, and I think from there, you just go to Erie and then to Buffalo. And I think there's an interstate that goes across New York. I'm not sure. There's got to be. Alright, so we got our weapons out. Our tools need to be delivered in Norfolk and Way. There's Norfolk and Way we're going to be able to deliver these tools. What are you talking about? There's no Norfolk and Way to get there. That's the name. That's what we should have named our station, Norfolk and Way. We'll do 5 at a time. And what else do we need to do? The New York warehouse needs tools and weapons. So yeah, we'll get another guy. I think I may have forgotten some repairs with these guys. Excellent, Smithers. Yeah, so the tools are well on their way to being made. I'm not too concerned about them. It's the weapons. I think I want to actually have 2 trains going in each of those directions, just because I'm only carrying 2 at a time and it's a very far distance. This will eventually catch up. I sort of bottleneck that on purpose. And same with down here. Oh, not that one. This will eventually catch up as well. And here we go. We can sell to our local market. Sell to our local market. Alright, it's a very interesting way to play this map. I sort of like it. The lumber thing up here is sort of working. Having this little lumber empire in Scranton. So New York can definitely handle the population load. And by moving 3 of the trains out of Baltimore to Pittsburgh, that has helped. What I'm thinking I can do is I could get rid of another one still. And if you just look, it's T1, 2, 3, 4, right? There's New York, New York. That one's still Baltimore. And see, he's moving to Pittsburgh, so I'm just going to get rid of Baltimore again. We'll just have one more go straight to New York. And there we go. So, I need to connect to 25 stations. That is going to end the match. I have 621 days left. I have all of our stuff already in motion, which is great. Oh, that weapon factory. I'm going to buy you. I thought I owned it. Oh, look, there's the extra piece of land. So right there, we could have our tool factory here, but it's too late for that now. Okay, so weapon factory is going to sell... Oh, Pittsburgh doesn't buy weapons yet. Alright, we're not going to worry about that, but I'm glad I own it now. The tools will sell locally, but only if I have over 20 of them. And the furniture should be piling up, and it is. So there we go. Let's get our furniture routes going. Two of those. Holy cow, those passengers make a lot of money. Pittsburgh to New York is definitely good money. I've never purchased this. So this sawmill is still selling to people. I knew this was sort of going to happen. I mean, the sawmill thing is can only go so fast. I mean, we have it fully supplied and it's just pumping it out as quickly as it can. And one sawmill doesn't supply all the industries very well. We really need two going there. And there you can see, we already got some stuff delivered in both of these, actually all the places. So I'm going to go ahead and speed it up now. I think we're in cruise control here. The only thing we're missing is whiskey. And that would have been a New York thing to do, or Brooklyn, if Brooklyn ever puts up land for sale. But whiskey also needs wood. And so that's just another... Research is taking its sweet old time. The City Hall of New York requires tools. $486,000. Whew. Sure, why not? I mean, this guy's cranking out as fast as he can, too. Alright, one of our aging is completed, which means the American is fully done. So this is sort of like the John Bull. Like, this is the one you want For your passengers, there are better ones, but he's a very good start. The consolidation is better than the mogul. Mogul is, you can see, max speed 51. That's after doing all these upgrades. This one's already got a max speed of 50 and pulls more weight. It's just a better guy. It costs even more. Like this is 66 grand. That's 80 grand. So we're going to go ahead and speed this one up. I could, I guess, finish out the mogul because we do have a ton of them on the map. So why not, improve them? And they're pretty good, the moguls by themselves. Like, I don't even know if I need the consolidation. It's just sort of like pudding. I think the consolidation can carry 3 weapons, and the mogul can only carry 2. Although we didn't research that last pulling mass upgrade for the mogul. So I bought the law library stuff, and I haven't used the lobbyist once. I almost don't even care, because it's like, I'm going to deliver my stuff, and I'm either delivering passengers, which that part I would care about, or I'm delivering goods, but it's always going to be just something I own, or try to be. In the beginning of the game, it could be helpful. Okay, consolidation is completed. This is pulling mass for everybody. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll go ahead and get the pulling mass for the consolidation. Pittsburgh now demands weapons. If I got more than 10, I will sell. Look at that. I bet this is... Nope, that's the book guy. I was going to say, the paper guy's just going to be waiting to drop off the paper. Alright, weapon delivery is complete. So we got 500 experience there, which this is some really nice experience. So this mission, I think, is the developers letting us make up for last one, which was a debacle. So when those weapon guys go to deliver, I will get a pop-up message. Because those weapons were going to... Where were they going? They were going here to Philadelphia. So I'll just sell the weapons here and then reroute them. Oh, how's our buddy doing? Good job! Here we go. There's our first one. So we're going to just change him. Just sell them to Philadelphia. Gotta sell them somewhere. Chances are the other one's going to be T30 or T32. Hope it's neither. Here's the other one. We'll have him sell to Philadelphia as well. What do we got going on here? Oh, waiting for pickup. He's just waiting for track. Waiting to drop off. Yeah, the lumber is backlogging at this point. So I'm not getting enough lumber for my peeps. I basically need another sawmill. I mean, I have a spot here, but I could start rerouting him to there. Alright. This one completed. I guess that one completed. It's a nice 1,365 day one. Alright, we got you done. You are done. So the tool delivery ones will need something else to do, and we got 2 more weapons, and that one will be done. There we go. T-44. Massive money. Just an insane amount of money going on right now. Okay, I had a thought and now I don't remember. To finish our mission, I just need to so there we go. That is 19. $20, $21, $22, $23. Alright, so this is a weird one. I had to deliver tools here, but they don't even need tools. So I'm just going to have to delete Norfolk from the list. We'll put Baltimore on. Nope, Baltimore is the one that made the tools. We'll put Pittsburgh on. Make sure he goes to Pittsburgh. Oh my goodness. How did it slow back down? We're having a good time. This one's a win. There should be very little, unless they give me some surprise mission after I deliver to the New York warehouse here, which they might do. I don't know why it's taken so long to get those last 2 weapons to New York. There's the ones to Philadelphia. Where are you at, dude? You're all the way back there. New land available in Edison. Yeah, not very helpful there. Still short on the lumber. I don't even have anything to say. It's just waiting for it to end. It was fun. But that's the thing. I think the more fun ones are probably easier to do. This one's definitely a fun one. Okay, we got 220 days till we're done, and for whatever reason, those weapons are still not delivered. I don't understand. Where the heck are these weapons? I don't even see any weapons going to New York. Where'd they go? That one is still waiting for a free track. What's going on? And he's coming back. Just go, dude. I got too many things taken. Look, the track is completely empty. There he goes, finally. Look at that. I only have 38 days left. I'm like stressed out now that I may not finish this quest because that guy couldn't get on the track. Alright, dude. Let's get her done. Hopefully you can get there in 38 days. I don't know why it took so long for it to find a path. Alright, let's slow it down. How many days we got left? 14 days. Well, I was down to the wire on that one. Jeez Louise, that's 1,000 experience points. You reload the scenario if you missed that one. Oh my goodness. I'm talking about how easy this is. And alright, we basically got her done. I just have to connect 2 more and we're good. So we got 173 days left, so this is really what we're at. I'm going to just speed her up. Finish up some of these technologies here. Holy cow, listen to that money just cha-ching. we got a dude that's been doing nothing. Well, of course. Trying to deliver something. New land in Elkins. $130. 24 days, 2 days here on this one. I only had one guy assigned to that one. Max speed on this guy was 50. It's getting +7, 2 from this, and then from the other bonuses like this kind of thing. Alright, aging is complete. I have 40 days. Yeah, I'm really pushing it here by selecting this one more, but I still think I can do it. Alright, we had a dude that was doing nothing for so many days. Probably another New York delivery guy. There's one. There's both of you jerks. You came back like nothing. We waited like 3 years for you to deliver 2 weapons, and now both of you are there. And this one, we're just suffering from him having too many tools. I'll have him go to Philadelphia. Not that it matters. Nice that we cranked out a bunch of technology on this one, though. 18 days left. 52 days here. I'm okay with this. So while that's running, I gotta connect to 2 more stations. Here's one of them. Now we just gotta wait. Now we got the new land in Scranton. Right when we don't need it anymore. Alright, the research is complete. Done. Oh no. That's not the end, folks. no. I gotta generate. I don't think this is gonna finish, but I'm still gonna try. 26 days. I mean, we are at 440,000, so I just need some jerk to sell somewhere. Come on. Gotta have somebody selling somewhere. Come on, guys. There we go. There we go. Whew. That was that was scary. All right. We got our really healthy experience points, which we absolutely need because we're near the end, folks. There's not that many more missions. This is the base game. There's still Civil War, which has a whole series of missions. Not quite as big a campaign as this one. And then, like, the Niagara Falls one is just a really challenging... It's a one single scenario, but it just takes forever to play. So here you go. I'm going to at least get this achievement. So I completed one, and I should see an achievement coming up. Maybe it's not until I go to the next mission. Building construction costs can always help me. We could... There you go. I was able to get 4 tabs done there. And that's it. So we finally meet. I think this is the final mission. Let's get straight down to business. The mayor of Des Moines, help my city and citizens flourish. The city will provide you with initial capital. We're going to build sustainable railroad within 5 years. Your main task is abstract. We would like you to create a passenger service in a region with a total revenue of $1.5 million, which is not easy. Ideal Oil and its partner companies own all the refineries and steel mills. That's right. So our little competitor dude owns everything. Oil refineries and steel mills. So we're going to start with a furniture factory that doesn't require steel and oil. And basically, we're going to try to avoid using steel and oil. I can avoid the steel easily because I could just build my own steel mill. The oil, on the other hand, is a source product, and I can't do anything about that. But that's the situation. So we're in Des Moines. We are in sort of the corner. We can set up a super highway, but look at where we're going. St. Paul, of course, is a wonderful connection, but the competitor is there, and there's nothing. Like Green Bay, like this whole Manitowoc, Wisconsin, all they do is put that guy in jail for murder that he didn't commit. Milwaukee is big enough, and of course Chicago. So really, getting a run to Chicago would probably be the ideal thing. He has 35. Milwaukee's pretty big too, though. Actually, Milwaukee's larger than Chicago at this point. And we only have 12. So as much as we want to support this mega thing, but we would, as we grow, we're going to get more and more. And this is what I mean, and what they were referring to. The steel mill is owned by the other player. So if you want to use this, it's got the little blue on the roof, and you can see the blue there. And then all the oil refineries also owned by the other player. Oh, actually, we're going to be totally fine. Look, the regular oil source itself is fine. So as long as we use for sale signs, right, we can just build our own oil refineries and steel mills. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome.